Now, it looks like all of our areas are filled out, but our shopping and groceries actually already had an amount predetermined for us, a little bit that I had placed in for you guys ahead of time, but you still have to complete the other parts for it. So the first thing you're going to need to do for this section is go down to the Meal Planner tab, and you're going to plan out 1 week of meals. Your goals for this are to make sure that you're eating at least 3 times a day, and you don't have to write out every single thing that you're having, but you can have an overall thing like a chicken dinner. Then you're going to also make sure you're trying to balance your meals. If you've not seen choosemyplate.gov before, this is telling you how you should balance your plate with different items such as fruits, vegetables, grains, protein, and dairy. You can click over here to view it if you are wanting to better balance your meals. Finally, you are allowed to eat takeout or have delivery only if you plan for it twice in your week, right? So let's say on Monday morning for my breakfast, I'm going to have some eggs and waffles. Okay. Now, I'll probably have milk with that too, but I don't need to go into such detail. I'm going to fill out the rest of my sheet, and again, making sure I eat at least 3 times a day. If you miss a lunch one day, have a snack, something to tie you over. Okay, so I filled out my meal plan with mostly balanced throughout the day. It doesn't have to be balanced for every single meal, but it would be a good goal to do so. And you'll notice that I have some repeats. So there's going to be some times where I buy a loaf of bread and I can use it for several of my days for lunch or even for dinner. And it is okay to have a day where you have leftovers. And again, like I said, as long as you eat out less than once or twice a week, then that's okay to include on your meal planner. So now you're going to need to find and buy the groceries for the items that you have here. Again, cereal is something where a box will definitely last you a week, so you should only need to purchase one of those. Same thing with some of the other um, meals. You might use something you had in one meal in multiple meals down, such as if you got a amount of vegetables like green beans, you can have it for multiple dinners as a side. So go over to the shopping grocery list and you'll see that there's already a few things that are filled out, basic things that you should have, and even a clothing budget or what other wants for you. We are planning only for a week, and what we're going to do is estimate how much that could cost us for a month. So our totals here are going to be multiplying whatever we purchase for the week by 4 to give an estimate of what might be in a month. So one of the first things on my list was eggs and waffles. So I'm going to need eggs. So I will type eggs. I'm going to go find the cost for what a carton of eggs is. And I will only need 1 carton because 12 eggs will get me through the week. And you can go to my Bitmoji page and use my Fred Meyer link, or you can find a different place online to find the cost of your groceries. The goal is to try to keep it around $60 to $100 for 1 week, because remember, it's going to be multiplying it by 4. And the average person that is single and living on their own spends between $160 and $300 on food. So if we spend $100 a week on food, we're spending about $400 a month. And that's a little bit higher than the average person. All right, let's shop for our ingredients and everything we need. Also, remember, if you are making something from your meal plan from scratch, like waffles, you would need flour, salt, sugar, whatever it is to make that meal. Once I'm done filling out my shopping list, I will come back and I see my total. I am doing well on my balance, and I'll go on to the next stage, which is checks.